Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my name is Paris. This is my host, Gabe Cabrales and Matt Wilson.
Yo.
All right, so basically, the show we're gonna talk about every sort of media, from music, movies, and video games.
Video games.
We got a video game segment today. But first, we're going to start off with entertainment news. So first, we got Stephen Collins incident, as you guys well heard. The father from Seventh Heaven, he got in a recent incident where he confessed to being a child molester. And the big thing about that was the fact that, you know, it was a therapy session, and it's actually confidential. Therapy session is supposed to be confidential, and the fact that it was leaked is actually a big thing. So what do you guys have to comment on that?
It's a huge problem. I mean, you have right now somebody who just admitted to being a child molester. Fact of the matter is, there's confidentiality in therapy. So what do you do now? Do you trial him? Do you charge him? Or do you like go after the person who recorded it because it wasn't supposed to be going out to public? That's it's kind of a little issue they got there. Which one's the better choice that they make?
Me personally, I never approve of people who assault children or anything, and when I heard of this incident, I never really approve of it. Of course, I'm sure nobody did. And it comes to a certain limit. Like, first of all, I'd agree that he should have been, like, he shouldn't be trialed because it is, like, a violation of privacy.
Yeah.
And it's a tort, and it goes against the Fourth Amendment rights. However, there should be some kind of legal action. There should be a civil suit against him because he was, like, it was child endangerment, what he did.
No,
so that's my 2 cents.
My thing about it is it's kind of ironic because, you know, he was on Seventh Heaven. He's actually a father. He's a priest. So, you know, that whole thing is kind of like crazy.
Stereotype.
It's actually really, really, really ironic and such. So, you know, it's going to kind of hurt the legacy of the show. The show is actually highly regarded.
Yeah.
And now it's just like every time somebody thinks about Seventh Heaven, that's what they're going to think about, which is kind of really bad. So,
it's sad too, because you see these people, they make their reputation so high. It's you know, they're looked at as kind of like people to look at, like mentors or something. And then once you have a story like this, it completely not only affects that person, it affects the show, it affects the other characters. I mean, it's just a sad situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's it's gonna take a long time for him to recover because, you know, he hasn't actually been in the spotlight, so this is kind of really affects him very much, and you know, it's really gonna be hard for him to come back, especially because he's not, you know, he's not really important, but this really made him back in the headlines, and it's a bad way. So we're gonna move on to the next topic. And that's the infamous celebrity iCloud hacker. He's back.
Infamous, famous.
He's really making a statement here. Now the latest victim to it is Disney star, Nickelodeon star, sorry, Keke Palmer. What do you guys have to comment on that?
He strikes again. I mean, honestly, the FBI should hire this guy.
I'm saying, like, this is like on some SOPA type thing, like.
Well, I know a little bit of background story about this because I researched it. Basically, what it is a whole underground system in which all these guys hack celebrities and take their personal information, take their nudes and stuff, and they trade them like trading cards, like Pokemon cards. Like they trade them underground and they sell them and buy them. And it's pretty much like a whole underground business. It's really messed up, and that's why these were not things that these weren't pictures they had. Like they just acquired. They had these for a long time. These are pictures that were taken like years ago. They just decided to all like release en masse, and that's the problem. And I do not. And personally, it is a violation of privacy. I don't at all agree with people's intuition with, oh, you know, if you don't like what the pics to be out, don't take them. You know, it's everybody's right to their body. It's everybody's right to their choice.
Agreed.
To what they want to do with themselves. If you trust somebody enough to show them your body, or send them a picture, and that's only for that person. It's not for all. That's why I don't look up the celebrity news, because, you know, it's not my place to see it. It's not my place to violate their privacy like that. So
it's very difficult to hack the cloud too. So these guys are very talented, and unfortunately, they're using their talent for something that's not beneficial to everybody else. They should take their talent and like start a business or become a members of a bigger business, maybe something how about the government or something like that, because it's very difficult to hack cloud. It's very difficult.
This is like TMZ to like the extreme. Like they're really now just digging deep and violating people's rights to privacy. And you got to understand, like this is like a new form of paparazzi, a really dark form of paparazzi.
Yeah.
It's just like it's just really out of control now.
And the one who got violated the most was Jennifer Lawrence, because
Definitely.
I think over 60 of her pictures got leaked, and like about a dozen videos of her got leaked and everything. And she finally commented on an incident a few days ago, and she said that she went through tough times when she heard about the leak, and she cried for a few days. She didn't know what to say. She said she was gonna apologize before, but she had nothing to apologize for because she did nothing wrong. She has a long distance boyfriend, and sometimes like as relationships do. You guys send pictures, and it wasn't anybody's place to see them. She said herself, as it happened. She can't stop it from happening. She can't take it back. However, anybody who sees it is basically like, you're just violating her privacy. And at least I'm glad that she's at least like she got over it,
right?
And she's taking it one step at a time, because there's really nothing else you could do. You can't take the pictures back. All you can really do, suck it up and let everybody know, like, hey, all you're doing is fitting into the problem if you're just like supporting these pics and like showing them around. I mean, I know we're all people, we all like these celebrities, we all think they're hot or whatever, but it's not our right to like see what's going on behind closed doors.
There definitely has to be a limit, It's I feel for her because she's like a golden celebrity now, and now that had to happen, it must be like really traumatic for her to go through all of this.
It's gonna be a tremendous lawsuit towards Apple, though. I mean, think about it. They've sold 20 million iPhone 6s so far, and they're probably gonna lose a lot of money from these lawsuits from celebrities, just anybody who is just involved in the hack. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big story upcoming within the next 6 months, probably.
That also ties into little side thing, like the whole backlash that U2 got and for releasing their album and for it to be on like everybody's phone. Like a lot of people feel that was an invasion of privacy as well. But the one thing they didn't realize is that it says it in the contract. It says it in the contract that they're allowed to do that. Like that was in my opinion, I still think that was a good like advertising PR move in my opinion. I mean, I feel like it was a backlash mainly because it's YouTube. But if it was like a celebrity, if it was a musician like Beyonce or Kanye or Jay-Z, I think that plan would have been held highly, but it's because it's YouTube and people our age don't really care about YouTube. That's why it was such a big problem. So.
Yeah.
So the next topic we have on entertainment news is this one's actually funny. Good old Drake Drizzy. Actually
Drake
threatened a model, or he's known as Champagne Poppy and Young Angel. So tell us about the story, Matthew.
Well, essentially, he recently threatened a stripper. He threatened to sing her songs and stuff. And then with the new model, apparently it's a really strange story. Apparently, she put up pictures of him of expensive purses that he bought her, and he didn't like that for some reason. It's probably his. And he threatened her and said, and like quote, "If I see you anywhere, I'm gonna get you run up out of there." And like she told her dad told her to back off, the notifying police, and police are quote unquote currently investigating. No, that thing goes when there's no celebrities and everything. But to be honest, like, I don't take it as a threat. Like, I don't think anybody who gets threatened by Drake should really be quivering in their shoes.
But why would he be so mad about a girl saying, or at least a model, a stripper saying, "Oh yeah, he bought me a purse" or anything like that? Like, this just adds on to the name that he has of being like a softie. I'm gonna threaten you if I'm gonna do this to you if you keep telling people I'm buying you purses. Like, you know what I'm saying? It adds on to like an image that he has, the current image that he has. Like, everybody makes and like everybody makes fun of him for it. You know what I'm saying?
I guess after he threatened her, nothing was the same.
Nothing was the same. Man. Thank me later.
Good one.
Thank me later, not now.
And he's telling her to take care. But I was listening to Nothing Was the Same. I feel like he, with that album, he was trying to tell everybody, I'm not this emotional guy, that I do have this worst behavior side. And I guess this is sort of that. But a lot of people, like with that song too, like a lot of people don't really take that seriously, like you guys said. And here's something else. I'm gonna run up on you. Like, come on, like nobody's taking that seriously, Drake. And I understand what you're trying to do, but you got to do it in a subtle way. But
Drake, man, that's all I gotta say. Drake.
Hey, Drake, man.
Hey, man, you gotta tone down a little bit.
But the next topic we got is movies, good old films. In the box office right now, we got 2 movies that I've heard highly of. That being Annabelle and Gone Girl. Annabelle, actually, I was really skeptical about what it was gonna be like.
Yeah.
You know, The Conjuring I heard wasn't that good. But Annabelle, from what I'm hearing, has rave reviews, so I might have to go out there this weekend and check it out. What about you guys?
To be honest, I haven't watched the movies lately. I think the summer was the last big thing for movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen The Conjuring once. I was thinking about seeing. The thing is, I like horror movies. They're funny, because I like horror movies. But nowadays, like, horror movies are just like,
they're corny.
Yeah, they're so corny. Like, they're just like usually like a monster, and then there's like a bunch of little scared girls. And then, like,
that one guy with the camera,
and then there's that one bum that, like, saves the day, and then there's like the dad that saves all the kids, and then there's like the little girl, the lady, the generic lady who runs the whole movie and screams and she never gets killed for some reason.
And then you got like the housemaid who like warns everybody, nobody listens, and then she just like leaves, packs her stuff and leaves.
Exactly.
Like, it's all the same thing with all horror movies, I feel like, now these days.
The only reason why I watch horror movies is pretty much to make fun of them, to be quite honest.
Essentially, yeah, same. And they all follow the same theme too, so it's kind of like I'm gonna be paying $15 for a ticket to watch the same thing over and over.
That's what
again.
I paid $14 to watch Paranormal Activity 1 through 4, The Purge, the Conjuring, and all those other movies all in one package. Like, it's all the same thing.
Yeah, like
with
nothing
different titles.
Beats, yeah, nothing beats Nightmare on Elm Street. Nothing beats the Jason movies.
The original Hills Have Eyes before they ruined it.
Yeah, the first 3 Saw movies were incredible, and then afterwards it kind of got a little bit corny.
They made Saw 18.
Nah, man, them Paranormal Activity movies. I'm sorry, I disagree with you guys. Like,
the first one was good.
Oh man, all those movies are terrifying.
Oh my, are you serious?
That's live feed, bro. That's a live feed.
It did not really happen.
It's realistic feed. Like, those movies, like Halloween and Saw, they don't really scare me that much. Or what is it, 28 Days? No, those the Paranormal Activity movies are the ones
that
that
was never just like, everybody watch out.
Shout out to Diana.
As a refrigerator opens and closes and opens and closes and opens.
You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me after seeing that movie, you weren't afraid to go downstairs?
Oh my
God! You were.
Eat some food. That's why I wasn't afraid.
You weren't afraid of a chandelier breaking or a light bulb breaking. And
watch as a light bulb turns.
I don't believe
on
you. I don't believe
off
you.
And on and off.
I don't believe you.
You know what?
Paranormal Activity 8.
Do you know what? I gained a lot of respect for this movie because I saw the backstory of
If you
it.
see Paranormal Activity, I'm gonna slap you.
No. Annabelle.
Oh.
Okay, the thing with Annabelle is that, in the movie, it's like a happy doll that turns into like an angry doll, like as the movie progressive.
That does not sound like Chucky at all.
It looks very scary, right? But the thing is, the backstory of it, Annabelle does not look like a threatening doll or like a weird kind of doll. It looks like it's like a cotton doll in real life. It actually did happen. And I saw pictures of it. I'm just like, wow. I was like, the story of it's accurate, but the way they portray Annabelle, like what it looks like, it really doesn't. It looks nothing like it.
I might
You gotta look it up. You gotta look it up. The actual Annabelle looks so innocent, but it just looks very scary. They put it in like a case, and it says "Do not open." It was crazy.
That's all. I haven't seen any shows of it, but I might check it out.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Actually, speaking of movies, what upcoming movies are you guys looking forward to?
Oh man, the DC movies I'm looking for right now. I know it's 2016, but Dawn of Justice, man.
Oh, a Justice League movie?
Yeah,
that's the one DC movie I'm looking forward to, because DC only has Batman at this point in terms of movies.
What's funny is though, Matt, you said you weren't because you don't know about Ben Affleck.
I don't like. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys.
He's a great actor. I thought.
Like no, he's no.
No, you think he's trash?
I like Christian Bale more as the Dark Knight. I mean, honest.
Yeah, I think that's Batman is Christian Bale. Like,
yeah, pretty much. Like Batman vs Superman. I'm not looking forward to it because they have like who's playing Lex Luthor again? I forgot.
Eisenberg.
as Lex Luthor, and then you have like Ben Affleck as Batman. They're probably gonna have like Michael Cena as like the Riddler or something like that. And, like you might like you're gonna have Jonah Hill as Superman. Like it sounds like a comedy more for anything. Like who wants to see Ben Affleck man?
Come on, but all right. Let's take a look at history for a minute though. They had Christian Bale as Batman. People did not think that Christian Bale could do it. Also, he did it. But there were a lot of critics back then that thought, no, because he's just like he's soft or he's famous for his like love movies. And then another person that people were critical of was Heath Ledger, because back then all he did was romantic movies, and he was typecast. So people were against Heath Ledger as the Joker.
But my thing is, what differentiates Christian Bale and Heath Ledger is the fact that Ben Affleck has done a superhero movie, and that was one of the worst superhero movies of all time, known as Daredevil. And we've seen him as a superhero. That was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And I saw it when I was like 9. I didn't even know like what movies were. I didn't even really analyze them like that. So if I saw a bad movie at 9, then that was a bad movie.
I mean, you also have to take under the consideration that it's the director's fault that it's a terrible movie. The script,
and the actors too.
The actors try their hardest. If it is like a okay movie and then the actor was absolutely terrible, I understand what you're talking about. But a lot of times you've seen the actor that Ben Affleck has portrayed in many films, and in that movie I felt like was a fluke. It has to be the director. It's the director in most cases.
No. It's the director directing the scenes, but it's also the actors have to deliver the characters. I did not feel Ben Affleck was a Daredevil. I felt Ben Affleck was just blind Affleck. Unless I feel like it's gonna be with Batman, it's gonna be Ben Affleck in a Batman costume.
Because Daredevil and Batman, I feel like, are two different personalities. So you also, I know that Daredevil wasn't the greatest movie, but I felt like a new personality in Batman that kind of fits him better for some reason. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to Ben Affleck being a part of the Batman series.
I guess I'll give it a shot.
However, it's all about Star Wars Episode 7 next year, coming next December. I'm just saying.
Yeah, true. I mean, I'm not really a big Star Wars guy, but I guess I'll give it a shot. Maybe.
I'm gonna give it a shot. The 1, 2, and 3 were absolutely terrible. 4, 5, and 6 that came out in the 70s and 80s were amazing. So I'm hoping 7, 8, and 9 are really good.
Star Wars Episode 1 through 3 was everybody sitting through meetings the entire movies.
No. They killed it. They killed it. They killed it in the first 3 movies.
Star Wars, the 7, 8, 9. You see, I don't know. I honestly, I don't.
Well,
No,
I don't know, man.
I mean,
it's being funded by Disney. Let's remember that. So.
Disney could do it, and then there are a lot of good perks that can come out of this, like Kingdom Hearts. We could be getting Obi-Wan Kenobi and all of them.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's video game related.
Well,
but,
the director that made Star Trek, the recent Star Trek movies, which were hits. I mean, he's the director for Star Wars. So I have faith. I have hope. I'm really hoping. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so that's why.
I'm gonna go into it. I don't know. It's been a while. These movie sequels are coming out pretty late.
Yeah.
Like, there's Beetlejuice 2 coming out, and then there's like Independence Day 2 coming out for I don't know what reason. They're making a new Jaws actually, in Jurassic Park 4. Like all
Jurassic World used to call it. Yeah. It's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a weak fall for movies. Maybe winter, if anything.
All right. Well, we'll be back talking about video games. Super Smash Bros. Check us out.